Well, great morning. Now, I just saw a thing. I don't know if this is accurate or not, but it's saying that Trump's businesses have just filed bankruptcy. So I pulled cards, and we're going to look at these. But we know that he's overinflated things. He's had 6 bankruptcies already before, and that he doesn't pay. He has work done. He doesn't pay. He stalls them, and then, says, sue me. So this could very well be true, because I have done the readings in the past that said he is going to be penniless in the end. He is going to be have everything taken. So what I got, I pulled the cards, and let's see what we've got here to begin with, and then we'll do the clarification and see if that adds more information about this. So what I got underneath the surface when it comes to the community, the things are up in the air as to any type of a victory. Now, people that invested in Trump may lose everything, okay? All of these investors into his businesses that thought that they were going to be secure, okay? So what we have the readings about, this emotional upheaval being ruled by this. There is an agreement as to the health of the situation at hand. Energy coming into it. There has been major abuse of information when it comes to what's being handed out, and this dark element with it. So we know that he has always lied about the properties that he's got, what they're worth, etc. Now, according to this, he's underwater on all his properties, okay? Underwater, totally underwater with all his properties. He bought them for more than they're worth now. So what we have going on now, it's about this new information that he wants to block because it's toxic, okay? The challenge is being pushed to the edge when it comes to the actions at hand with his businesses. Outcome, new action, figuring out the next move when it comes to protection. So filing for protection with bankruptcies, yet again. Outside influence, very painful, mentally painful, physically painful when it comes to the information, what they've got about the monetary situation at hand, and he's trying to walk away. Okay. So, if this is true, if all of his companies are now filing bankruptcy, we'll just say it this way, he's fucked. Okay, absolutely fucked. All of his golf courses, all of his other thing, and they would be pulling his Mar-a-Lago. They will pull that. They will pull Mar-a-Lago. They will pull Trump Tower. They'll pull all of those things to sell them off to recoup some money. So let's go ahead and shuffle these up. And let's see what the clarifying read is going to tell us about this. Has he indeed filed bankruptcy again on all of his companies? Let's see, the center of it all, we have this racing forward, information, racing forward, mind spin, racing, above it, an investigation, looking deeper, foundation into these aspect of, again, with this card, it's about this higher element. Okay, now he's always lived above his means, robbing Peter to pay Paul, lying about his properties, the investments, etc. So on his throne, one side of it we have a judgment coming. Above it, when it comes to the financial security, evidence about the money and his dark dealings. And where this is moving to, the other side of it, we have what's being shared. Above it, when it comes to the stability of his properties, what I say with that, and a coming out to a victory, what's being juggled financially, okay, the dark dealings when it comes to his properties, victory when it comes to the financial drama that's taking place with a sharing of judgment going forward with what's been juggled financially, and the darker element about his properties, what he's done. So driving the whole thing again, pushed to the edge, trying to control the action. I think in this case is his family, also could be investors with what has been built, financially built. He is in a world of hurt. This abuse of information, trying to block things. These are the actions in hand. New information or new action when it comes to the lovers. Now I think again these are the investors in this case, the banks, all of the people. The harvest has come due and it's not good, okay? Financially, the light is being shed, coming to an end, okay? He's at an end point with this. The nightmare descends. Rapid action is being taken to tie up these assets, etc., the information coming out. New information about the struggle. Again, a message coming out about what he's trying to hang on to and what he financially was working with, and the truth is coming out about his actual assets, okay? And the long term, what's being put out to America, the nature of things, the abundance, the choices made in life, and this is again now a tower moment, the destruction, it's all coming down, the painful, information and aspects that are coming out now about his wealth. Okay? About his wealth or lack thereof. Embattled. The message is about the money and facing the loss, the losses. So it's not looking good for him. If in fact this is true, this is taking a huge emotional hit with this when he has to file bankruptcy on all of his holdings. Okay? So we'll see if this is in fact true or not. But I have gotten the reading, like I said before, that he would wind up losing his properties and everything. I'll pull 3 cards. What's underneath of all of this? The message about the money. A new action. Okay, a message. Message about the money and a message about actions being taken, a new action. So maybe this is, okay? Maybe this is true. Maybe he has had to file bankruptcy. His fishtails, his lies, more messages. So out of 4 cards, 3 are messengers about a new action. Due to his financial things, actions being taken, due to his lies, money corruption, yeah. This new thing is coming out, the new path when it comes to the financial happenings that he's trying to get away with underneath the surface. He's tried to get away with it. You know, you can't just stiff the creditors. You can't not pay. So on that note, we'll leave that here, and we'll just see if this is fantasy, somebody putting out there. I did put it in the link to this story. I did put it out there in the post area, the link to that. So we'll have to see if this is right or wrong. If in fact numerous of his holdings are going into bankruptcy. Now we know he had that thing and he's come to the end of it when it comes to paying out the money to E. Jean Carroll. Okay? And then they're saying all of these loans are coming due and he's defaulting on them again. So everyone is rushing to have him pay all of these loans that he's got outstanding at once. And so now he is yet again filing for bankruptcy with all of his companies. And we have him attacking Venezuela. They drug Maduro and his wife out of their bed in the middle of the night. So let's go forward and we'll do a reading on that and just see what it has to say about what's going on with him in Venezuela. Now we know he'll do it because he wants what? He wants the oil. Okay? He's screwed. He's facing losses here, there, and everywhere. He says he's brought all these trillions of dollars in, but none of them, they're all just empty air promises that are, none of them are coming through. Okay? So on that note, I'll leave that here because we're going into a different subject, and we'll see you online.